Welcome to the Jon and Heidi Show podcast.
Jon and Heidi.
Here's Jon and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, Jon?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Thursday. It is the 26th day of October, National Day of the Deployed. Thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Horseless Carriage Day. You know what that is? It's a car.
It's a car.
Yeah. National Chicken Fried Steak Day. I like that. What else do we have on there?
Do
There's
you?
a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's good. I don't have it hardly ever, but when I do
Yeah, I was
have it,
going to say.
I know. I hardly ever have it, but then when I have it, I'm like, I guess I like this. Why don't I ever have this? Okay. National Mule Day, National Mincemeat Day, National Pumpkin Day. I wonder why today would be Pumpkin Day.
It's October.
It is October, but you'd think that would be like on Halloween or I don't know.
Halloween has different days, Jon.
Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, today, all of those things. And it is a Thursday. And I've got a Dear John letter that I posted on Facebook the other day. And there's some great advice here. You can chime in with your advice as well at facebook.com/Jon and Heidi Show.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Bad news for guys who are looking to play the field. You're going to have to hit the gym first. Why? Women prefer flings with more muscular men, according to a new study. They had to do a study for this? University of Arkansas researchers asked 384 females about their thoughts on dating. The women were presented with a photo of well-chiseled men, then a photo of a scrawny dude.
Who did you prefer?
Most volunteers admitted the muscular man was more attractive to them for a romanticized rendezvous. But perhaps surprisingly, the study found that females were less shallow about the appearances when it comes to finding the life partner. It concluded that while women associated muscles with being fit and healthy, in a long-term context, it was important to find a kind person who would support his family. And that is why they found that nice guys who make friendly jokes actually finish first when it comes to attracting women looking for a long-term relationship. So, for those of you wondering how I bagged this gorgeous woman over here,
He skipped the gym and
skipped
went
the gym.
right to the funny.
I just did some punchlines. No punching bags, punchlines. Got it? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that Disney officially turned 100 last week?
Really?
100 years old. Yeah, joining an exclusive club of companies that survived the Great Depression. They survived World War II. They survived the advent of the internet. They survived the social media era. But Walt Disney's creation is still a youngster when compared to the Rolling Stones of the corporate world. Japanese contractor Kungo Gumi was founded in the year 578 to build a temple, making them about 1,440 years old.
That's crazy.
That is the oldest company in the world that is still in operation. So, 100 years old for Disney, which is cool. By the way, I've mentioned this numerous times. There's a film called Walt Before Mickey, and it's based on the true story of the founding of Disney World and Disney Company. One of my favorite films. I really like it. Now, it's a low budget. It's not like the best movie I've ever seen, but it's a great story. So, all right. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Thanks for listening to the Jon and Heidi Show.
Jon and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Ben Affleck will receive the first ever Gotham visionary icon and creator tribute at this year's Gotham Awards for his film Air. A tribute award was created for this year's ceremony to recognize cultural icons and the filmmakers responsible for bringing those icons' stories to life.
I didn't know there was a Gotham Awards.
I think it's a new thing because you know what we need? Somebody was like, you know what we need? We
More
need
award shows.
More awards.
Because people love them.
Yeah. Time to take the highway to the danger zone for real. Top Gun, The Next Generation is a new reality show coming to Nat Geo. It's going to follow a group of Navy students as they train to become fighter pilots.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And Blake Lively and her hubby, what's his name? Ryan Reynolds. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds reportedly made a $1 million donation to the International Committee to the Red Cross to help children in Israel and the Gaza Strip area. So that's kind of cool.
That's nice.
Those guys are pretty doggone nice people.
Oh, they're just adorable.
Yeah. But they won't return our calls for some reason. All right. Big screen.
Which is not so nice.
No, that's not nice at all. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony will air live on Disney Plus November the 3rd, and we'll see some new people being inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like Kate Bush, Sheryl Crow, Missy Elliott, and George Michael. So,
okay.
There you go.
George Michael probably should have been in there a long time ago.
Yeah,
but
probably. And it's a popular name. Do you know anybody named Ryan?
yes.
Of course you do. I was actually looking on Facebook for a friend of mine that his name starts with, his name is Ryan.
His name starts with
His
Ryan?
name starts with Ryan. No, his name is... Anyway, I typed in Ryan because I was looking for his particular page. I have a lot of friends named Ryan. A ton. And they would all have been welcome at an event last weekend in Williamsburg in Brooklyn, New York, the Williamsburg neighborhood. Rytoberfest.
Oh my goodness.
An exclusive event only for those named Ryan. The official invitation reads, the beers will be flowing and the Bryans won't be going. 150 Ryans. You got to grab that text message
so
there.
Sorry.
150 Ryans from miles away, as far away as Maine, maybe even the West Coast, were expected to come to the Ryan meetup group, which launched earlier this year and quickly took off. A woman named, you guessed it, Ryan. Her name was Ryan Rose. She started the group with the aim of bringing people together with the same name just for the heck of it. Would you go to a Heidi event, Heidi? No. I would go to a John event. I think that would be fun. In recent months...
Of course you would.
We should start a John and Heidi event.
No.
In order to come to this event, you have to be John and you have to be married to a Heidi. Yes,
No.
Let's do it.
Let's not.
All right. Anyway, Ryan Rose started the group. In recent months, half a dozen parties have been held in New York and in California. And when they do it, everybody that's there is a Ryan. They did a Ryan rave in L.A., 3-tier system for checking IDs to make sure that you're not pretending to be a Ryan. Hostess Ryan Rose
Just so you
says
can get into this party.
she'd eventually like to organize Ryan Con and set a world record of 2,225 Europeans named Kerposki, which happened in 2017. She's trying to... She said a gang of Kyles got together in Texas, but they fell short by 500. She wants to get like 2,500 Ryans together. So
Okay.
I've got a link. If you want to connect with her, I should tell all of my Ryan friends.
I think she needs a hobby.
Probably. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right, I got my letter here for you, Heidi. First of all, do we know anybody that got married during the pandemic?
Yes.
I know somebody that was supposed to. We were supposed to go to a wedding.
But they did get married. They just didn't have the big
that's
ceremony
right.
then.
Yeah, that's right. They did because they wore silly costumes.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now. So okay, yeah. I guess I was just gonna say we don't know anybody got married, but we do.
Yes, we do.
And we were invited to their original wedding, and then nobody was invited to the one that they had. So
Yeah.
But here we go. Dear John, I think I'm sending my husband back home to his mama. We got married during the pandemic. It's been less than wonderful. I have a good job and I make good money. My husband was out of work during the pandemic and had moved back home with his parents, with his mom, it says here. When we married, we decided he would move in with me and I would continue to pay the rent and the bills as long as he got a job and later contributed to our life together. Well, it's been well over a year.
Oh, yeah, it has.
Everyone complains they can't find people to fill jobs, and still he can't find, quote, the right job for him. Instead, he's going out with his buddies.
Holding out for a management position.
Yeah. Instead, he's going out with his buddies. He's binging Netflix, and he's playing video games. About a week ago, I asked him how the job hunt was going, and he told me that he didn't feel like it was even worth it. He said he was pretty comfortable with what we have right now.
Oh, I bet he is.
She says, I lost it. And I told him that if he wasn't going to at least support his hobbies and habits, he should move back home. He said his parents would be glad to have him.
Good.
So I told him he has until the end of this month to get a job or get out. He now thinks I'm the problem. But really, this isn't too much to ask, is it?
No, it's not at
Sign
all. That's ridiculous.
At the end of my rope. Here's the one thing I have to say right now. We only have 3 minutes to answer this question. This is a 5-minute feature. And before I unleash Heidi with her answer, I wanted to let her know she only has 3 minutes. So what do you have to say?
Mine's pretty easy. Send him packing.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Well, I thought you were going to go into all kinds of stuff. That's
Oh,
it?
no. Bye.
Well,
Bye-bye.
Here's what I would say. I would have the
Loser.
conversation. Would you just... I'm going to turn her microphone off, apparently. I would have the conversation with him. It is time to move forward with the rest of his life. You know, he got a break. I don't know what he's waiting for. And it kind of sounds like he doesn't know what he's waiting for. But there are so many amazing opportunities out there. And there really are a lot of great opportunities. I know companies all over the place who are looking for people.
Yep.
They're looking for people all over the place. So, and I'm sure there's something right in the area where you guys live where he could do something. You wouldn't have to like go to another part of the country. There's got to be something there. And she even says in her letter that, you know, there's companies all over looking for people, yet he can't find the one that's the right job for him. Maybe it's not going to be the perfect job. Maybe it's not the dream job, but do something because
Well, I doubt the job that she goes to every single day is a walk in the park.
Yeah.
I mean, you do what you have to do. You pay your bills.
But here's the advice that I'm going to give. I will give the advice as though I were giving it to my own child. The longer you stay unemployed, the harder it's going to be to ever get a job.
True story.
Because pretty soon you're going to be sitting across the desk from a potential employer and they're going to go, can you explain this giant break here that you have in employment? And when they see there's a giant break in employment that doesn't have an explanation, there's some explanations. I was serving in the military. That's an explanation.
That's a wonderful
I
explanation.
was in a coma. That's an explanation.
That's an explanation.
It's probably a good explanation. I'm just saying. But if there's a medical reason, if there's a reason, I had children and I was a stay-at-home mom. That's a reason. But if there's an unexplained reason, like this, where it's just, you know.
I kind of like just playing video games all day.
Have you seen Netflix lately? I had so
Loser.
much stuff to watch. I couldn't get through. At this point, he's probably got to the end of Netflix. It's like, I've seen it all. So, again, the sooner you find something, even if it's not the right thing, do something and commit to that. Don't say in your mind, oh, I'm going to do this for a week or two until I find something better. No, commit. I'm going to do this for 6 months to a year. If you're not going to do 6 months to a year, it makes no sense to do it. But commit to do it 6 months to a year. And, you know, then start looking for the dream job or whatever it is that you're holding out for. Stop holding out. You are going to lose your wife and you're going to end up, maybe that's what he wants. You know, maybe he wants to no longer be married. If that's the case, he's doing it in a really weird way.
Thing
But-
that sucks, she's going to end up having to pay alimony to this loser.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know how any of that stuff works. But if you would like to chime in with advice, you can do so at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The highest recorded fall without a parachute is how far? How far do you think
Oh my
somebody fell
gosh.
without a parachute and lived? Just say a number. Wrong.
I don't know.
33,330 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Is
in
that a lot?
1970. Is that a lot? 33,000 feet? That's miles in the air. A mile is 5,280. So this is multiple miles in the air. They fell and they landed with no parachute and they were hospitalized for 16 months, but they lived.
Jeez.
Yeah. That was in 1972. Fun
God
fact-
was definitely watching out for that
Yeah,
particular
exactly.
person.
Hey, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Michael Jackson's shiny glove was actually a modified golf glove. A golf glove. So
Oh, okay.
help you get a hole in one. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
When it was introduced in 1848, the modern golf ball was called the gutta percha ball.
Gutta percha.
And our final fun fact for you.
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
Giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people are.
Well, yeah, they're taller.
There you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. If you're going to do this, you probably started planning it 45 days in advance. What is it? We're doing this year.
Going
I don't
on
know
vacation.
I don't know how long ago you planned it. No, wear a Halloween costume.
Oh.
How long did it take you 45 days to throw this doggone thing together?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You threw this together at the last minute?
Not the last minute,
Okay.
but
Well, she does a good job. She's always good at Halloween costumes. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at mintervention.com. That's mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Just in time for Halloween, a new book is available, chock full of secrets to outsmart zombies and bees and survive the apocalypse. It's the worst case scenario survival handbook, Apocalypse Edition.
oh, I've seen those books.
Yeah, authors Josh Piven and David Borschnight cheekily cover everything you need to maximize your chances of surviving a doomsday disaster. And they explain how you can, quote, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. The handbook is packed with valuable advice covering everything. When I say valuable, I mean it does you no good whatsoever. But valuable advice covering everything from eating rodents to outwitting zombie hordes.
Okay.
Ugh. For example, it's important to note that zombies cannot swim. I don't know how we know
I
that.
didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they think they made that up for the book. Likely they cannot work a kayak or paddle or steer a canoe, according to the book. Much of the book is humorous. It still contains some useful advice on things like packing for an outdoor trip and fending off animals and insects. Oh, and robots, just in case. Soaking a robot's electronics with water should do the trick, they say. Good to know. Weird news.
That
brought
I
to
do
you-
think we probably will need sooner
Yeah, probably.
than zombies.
Yeah. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Surprise Hollywood Walk of Fame rules. Did you know that anybody could nominate a star? There's a $250 fee to submit an application. It must be a written promise from the star and their rep to attend the unveiling if approved. the applicant has to agree financially to sponsor the star as well, because somebody's got to pay for this.
Jeez.
You know how much it costs?
What a racket.
$55,000. That's this year. It's going to be $75,000 next year. Yeah. Used to be $3,500 back in 1987.
So it's not like this is some honor where, hey, we're going to honor you. You get this. You have to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's like buying your own award.
And the star must be on hand for the unveiling.
Well,
That's
that
the
I get.
Springsteen clause, because apparently there's a reason for that. Stars have a 2-year window to schedule their ceremony. Special rules for honors after they pass away. It requires a 5-year career. So you couldn't just be like in one movie and that's it. You had to have at least 5 years of fame. And companies cannot receive stars, but there is an asterisk. The Walk of Fame committee does something called the Awards of Excellence. These are done on private property. Look like a Walk of Fame star, but they're different. So there's things on there like El Capitan Theater. It's a star for the Disney company on their property, adjacent to the Walk of Fame.
Okay.
So, the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Now your quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Quote today, would you say it's from Jim Carrey or would you say it's from Ace Ventura? Because it was the movie Ace Ventura.
It would be Ace Ventura if it's a character.
So Ace Ventura said, if I'm not back in 5 minutes,
just wait longer.
I like that. Heidi has said that to me before. Usually we're walking into a store knowing she's going to be in there for at least an hour and a half. If I'm not back in 5 minutes,
just wait longer.
And I'm like, I'm going to just take a nap. You wake me when you're done. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. And I think this is a really cool story. Again, we've had so many Good Samaritan stories, but this one, officers rescue stranded canine from a perilous bridge situation.
Oh.
So, heartwarming display of heroism. Local law enforcement officers step in to rescue a distressed canine who found itself stranded on a precarious bridge, ensuring the safety and well-being of the four-legged friend. So, it's a weird spot for this dog to have been. It's on the side of the bridge. I don't know how the dog got there. I don't know why the dog was up there. But officers were on a routine patrol in the area when they were alerted to a situation. A passerby said, hey, there's a dog over here, kind of stuck on the side of the bridge. If anybody passes this area, they're going to see a brown puppy on the edge near this bridge, the commuter wrote on Facebook. We were not happy, or we were not able, rather, to stop and see what was going on. But if somebody sees him or her, I'm sure the puppy is injured or maybe needs help. Recognizing the urgency of the matter, officers quickly sprang into action. And the cool thing is, this is something that not everybody would do, but these guys were brave enough to do it. A big shout out to these traffic officers going above and beyond to rescue this dog, according to the Pit Bull Sanctuary of South Africa. Humanity, compassion, empathy, yes, the dog was at risk, and it was a risk to traffic as well, because if the dog would have fallen, it would have landed in the traffic area.
Sure.
But the officers could have said, I'm not going to climb out there because then I could get hurt.
Not my problem.
But instead, they decided, we're going to go and we're going to do this. As per the information shared on Facebook, the rescuers have been in communication with the dog's owner, and it sounds like everyone's going to live happily
It's the
ever
puppy
after.
ones that always get me. I watch those things online all the time. I do.
She makes fun of me for watching the videos I watch. just because they're really dumb. They really are.
Your videos are dumb.
The other day I was watching something. I'm like 15 minutes into this video and I'm like, I don't even know why I want to watch. Why do I need to know how they make these things? But I get sucked into these videos and I'm like,
Yes, you
I
do.
really need to get
and
a
then
hobby.
you try to get me to watch it. I'm like, I don't care.
You want to watch this guy?
I do not
What are you
care.
watching? This guy. He sanded down this entire wood floor. Now he's staining it. Why are you watching that? I don't know. Because I ran out of power washing videos, apparently.
Hey, John, why don't you go in and get busy sanding our floor?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.